Hello, here is your lower body core and glutes slider workout. You will need a pair of sliders, anything that can allow you to slide essentially. These I bought, but they're basically just plastic plates if you have some knocking about. Plastic plates or something slidey and hard for a carpet. But if you have harder floors like tiles or wooden floors, etc., something a bit more slippery, you can use a towel, you can use socks, anything like that, anything that allows you to easily glide up and down. That's the equipment. Our format, so we're doing 2 sections, lower body section first, core and glutes focus section second. We're going to be working for 40 seconds on and doing 5 moves back to back, trying to flow through those exercises. So keep an ear out. We're going to flow through. We're going to do each thing twice on each side because each section has unilateral work. We'll work one side first, twice, then the other. If after the first round your legs or arms are like, then feel free to go alternating sides. But I'm going to try and stick with one side and then the other. Also, it saves faffing about with the mat and moving things around as well because you can just keep it in one place for a longer time. That's about it. So we're going to warm up, get our sliders and get going. So just start standing up nice and tall. Let's go for some good morning hinges. So let's send the hips back, stretch through the hamstring and stand up tall. So I'm just hinging back, stretch and stand. In this workout, we're trying to be as light on the sliding foot as possible. It's really tempting to put loads of weight on that sliding foot, but you're really working on stabilizing your standing leg. You'll see what I mean. There'll probably be occasions where I'm going to lose my slider because unfortunately on the carpet it's not as glidey as on the, like if you have harder floor. But we're in it together. If you're on carpet too, I'm on carpet too, don't worry. Last one here. And let's go into sumo squat. I'm going to squat down, open up the hips and up. Let's use the arms, warm them up as well. Circle the arms up. Pressing down, reaching up, down. 2 more. And then we're just going to take the legs a bit wider. Going to go into a lateral lunge to one side, stretching through and up, side and up. Try to minimize moving the mat around as much as possible. But basically you'll need one side free. You'll see, it'll make sense. Down, down, 1 more each way. And then take the hands, take the hands, nice and wide. Let's rotate to the left, right arm towards left leg, left arm towards the ceiling, and come up. Twisting to the other side. Nice bit of rotation, try not to fall over like I just did. Down. Nice stretch for the hips and the hamstrings too, and the waist. Down, we go 1 more to the right, twist and down. Coming back through center. Let's come to the back of the mat. We're going to roll down through the spine, up and down a few times, and then we'll walk out to our plank. So let's nod the chin and just wheel the spine down, 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 and wheel it back up again. Slowly rolling down and up. Let's do 2 more. Rolling down and up. This time we're going to walk out to our plank, rolling all the way down. Walk the hands out to your plank. Legs nice and long. I'm just going to push back. Arms stay straight, bend the knees, stretching the shoulders and come back into our plank. Just 3 more. Reach, lengthen out. 2 and 1. Coming down onto all fours. Just going to circle the right hip, right knee 3 times in one direction and 3 times in the other, just waking up the hips a little bit. Hands switch sides, up and through, and switch directions. And take the knees back, just take the chest forwards, hips down into a nice cobra stretch. Push back into your child's pose, flowing back through. Let's do that 2 more times. And last one there, reach. And through. Coming back up into our plank, hips nice and high. Sort the hands to the feet. And slowly roll yourself back up to standing. Give the shoulders a little roll. And we are ready to go. Okay, so grab your sliders, make space for your legs with the mat, and let's do it. You'll see I've turned my mat to the side. You'll need 1 foot planted and not on a slider and 1 foot off. So I'm going to be working this leg on the mat. And you can mirror me, but I've got my left leg on the mat and I've got my right leg off the mat. We're going to start 1 foot on, both feet facing forwards. I'm going to slide to the side in a lateral little lunge, okay? So, in 5 seconds, we're going to go 3, 2, 1. So, weight's mostly on this standing leg. I'm going to laterally lunge to the side and come up. So, it's like a little split squat situation. Coming down and up. I'm going to take a step back so I'm not just like right at the front of my mat. So, coming down and up. Notice how my head is staying forward. I'm trying to keep my weight on this leg, sinking back and down, sliding softly. This is a classic sliding move. And if like a little reformer head, think of like being on the reformer is quite very Pilatesy. Okay, now we're gonna slide out, hold, sweep back, bring it round and come back up. So sliding down, hold, sweep back, round and up. So I'm keeping my leg nice and straight. Slide, back, light and up. So you can feel this tension on this leg already. 10 seconds here. And then we're gonna go into like a little warrior 2 yoga sort of pose. 3, 2, and up. I'm going to turn my front foot to the right. My back foot staying facing forward, so like a T. And I'm going to slide down and up. So it's more of the inner thighs. I'm trying to keep my head facing towards you. This back toe is pointing forward. My front toe is pointing to the left. So you're underlap, like a little T. 10 seconds here. Sliding out. Slide, we're gonna keep that slide, we're gonna rotate that back foot. Now we're back into that lunge. We're just gonna hold here, hold the lunge, you're gonna bring the back knee in and lengthen out. In and out. Keep the head nice and long. Lengthen. Straight back, nice and strong. 10 more seconds. Anchor down through that standing leg. 5 more seconds, stay with me. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna hold out, come into a little balance for a moment. Come back down, go up to standing, so I don't fall over. I'm gonna reach out, gonna come into the front leg, little single leg deadlift, find the slider and come back up. Slide, lean, reach, stand. Oh my God, today is not my balance day. I hope you're doing a bit better. Slide, need to concentrate. And up, there we go. Slide, lean, and rest. Okay, shake that leg out a little bit. We're gonna do the same thing again on the same leg. So, get ready. We've got 30 seconds. Have a sip of my water. Balancing is always better the second time because you have the chance to like get your brain and your body in gear. And also, we're gonna concentrate a little bit harder. Keep planting the toes, big toes down. 2, 1. That lateral slide. And up. I say all this is because my leg was tired. That's why my leg's like, ah, what are you doing? Slide and lift. Slide. On my way back, I'm trying to be light on this leg and just come up to standing with this one. Sliding out and up. Last one. And up. Okay, now we're going to slide, hold, sweep back, bring it back round and up. So keeping that sliding leg long. Up. Slide, sweep, sweep, lift. Next up, we've got that little side warrior situation. 5, sweep, sweep, up. Turn that top leg this way, front leg stays facing forwards. And we're gonna go into a little warrior and up. So got a little externally rotated leg here, getting that inner thigh a bit more. Slide and up. It's like doing a little hoovering session for my carpet. 5 more seconds. Slide and use that leg. Now we're going to turn, both toes facing the same direction. Come into your hinge. Find your low lunge and you're just going to bring that in and back, lengthening it back. Slide it in, lengthen back, lengthen back. Oh, find that balance, lengthen back. 15 more seconds here. Last sliding in and back, sliding up. Now we're going to slide back, find your balance forward, lift that leg for a moment, find the slider, come back up. Going to lunge back, lean, lift, lower, stand. Last time here, ankles might be feeling it, calves might be feeling it, mine certainly are, I promise you. Stabilize these muscles. Keep those hips level. This is going to be our last one. Lean. And rest. Oh, okay, I'm just going to grab my mat, drag it over to the other side, and get myself ready for round 2. So, we got about 15 seconds and go straight into the other side. We'll take a minute to rest in between the lower body and the core business. So balance on that standing leg. I can feel the calf on this one. And lateral slide. Let's go down. And take a little step back so I'm not all up in your grill. Down. And up. I like to think of this one as like a real inner thigh stretch. Because it does, when you do that, you get a bit lower. Thinking of stretching back on that hip, on that standing leg. Hinging back, slide, up. It's all like, usually I'm like, curl, press. This is all I'm like, slide. Oh, here we go. So we're gonna slide, hold, sweep, sweep, whoop. And back up again. Slide, sweep, sweep, and lift. light on the slider. Notice any difference? Maybe one leg glided a bit more easily than the other. Glide, glide, stand. We got that warrior two coming up. Glide, glide, stand. Whew. Okay, turning that foot forwards. Something on my slider. That foot forwards, that foot back, and we go to the side. Whew. Okay, hello, this is a lot harder for me on this side. Turning here, and slide. I've noticed a difference. Here we go. This is more challenging on my right leg, which makes sense. My right leg is always a little bit more fatigued, a little bit tighter, last one here, than my left. Working this unilateral work is amazing for it. Let's find that lunge, back, and we go in and out. In, stretch long. In and out. In, slow and steady, almost there. Slow, oh my gosh, and steady. Slow. Okay, let's add that little single leg lift, down, out, transfer the weight, lift up, bring that foot back down onto the slider and stand. Out, transfer forward, lift, up, stand. Try and find some balance. Woo! And stand. I will get through the next flow without falling. I will. And kicking my plant. Rest. I'm going to shuffle over a teeny bit more, just so I don't kick my plant. Shake it out, shake it out. That's spicy, isn't it, on the old leggies? Okay, we're going to do that one more time on our left side, and then we're going to move on to the upper body and core section. Okay, and also, if you ever want more in these workouts, you can always rewind and do the circuit another time, like one more time, not another time in the day. I mean, you could do that as well if you want to, I suppose. Slide. But trust me, I'm feeling this. Big style. These small stabilizer muscles feel a lot different to just sort of doing your squats, doing your deadlifts, because you're really slow and controlled. These teeny tiny muscles that help stabilize us and allow us to do these wonderful massive compound exercises. Okay, we're adding on that little sweep. So come down, hold, get that weight on that standing leg, sweep, bring it back, bring it up. Try to keep your standing knee nice and stable. Slide it round, bring it up. I am sweating. Around, woo, finding balance, and up. I think I need to be lighter on my slider. That's why I'm finding, there we go, get my big toe on there. The slide round, particularly different because I got too much pressure on that foot. Down, last one here. And then we're going to go into warrior two. Okay, and we slide out to the side. And up. There we go. Need to get my weight. It's got a little lean on into that standing leg. Little diagonal with the body. And up. 10 more seconds here. Last one, I'd say. Lean. Turning. Lunge. Back. And we're holding and coming in and lengthen. Had to take a little break there. 10 seconds. Stay with it. We got it. We can do it. Ooh. Slide. In. Up. Okay. Adding that little deadlift. Down. Slide. Transfer. Lift. Back. Holy macaroni. Stay with me here. Don't worry, I'm finding this hard too. 5 more seconds. Let's do one more. Hinge. Slide. Lift. Ah. Ooh. Okay, we'll take a 30-second extra break. I'm going to slide my mat back to its start position here. And we're going to come down onto the floor for the next section, for the core section. Okay, grabbing some water. Bring my water up close. Grabbing our sliders and giving ourselves 30 more seconds. So, sliders are going to be on our feet. We're going to have slider on one foot, just because we're going to work that leg. We're going to work one leg at a time. So our first move, we're in a plank. One leg's going to come in, you'll do your hydrant, and then you'll slide it back out again. Yes, so in, out, slide it back out. Okay, here we go. We're going in. Slide out, back again. So unilateral work here. Got my hydrant and back. Slow and steady. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, coming down onto our forearms. We're going to go in, out, lift. In to a little pike, out, lift. Into like a single leg pike, lift. I'm slipping with my standing leg. 5 seconds. I'm going into a little side plank. Okay, coming down, come up, bottom knees down, top legs up. Just going to swipe back and forwards. Sliding back. Slow and steady with the breathing. Keep this hip nice and open. Little leg sweep, squeezing the glute as it goes behind you. This bottom glute's active too. 2, 1. Okay, coming down onto our backs. Plate is still on the same side. Going to come into a bridge. Single leg, heel on. It's going to lift out and come back. Slide it out and slide it back. So a little hamstring curl. Left glute is working really hard to keep us nice and stable. Ooh, lost my slider. Then we're coming up into a reverse plank next. Coming up, hands behind. We're gonna go thrust first, out, in, down. It's a little thrust, out, in, down. Same movement with the leg, but this time we've amped it up because we've got a little reverse table thrust. Rest. Okay, let's do that again on the same side. If you want more, you can have both your feet on your sliders all the time, if you do want more. With the sliding first move, I'm sliding in and doing a hydrant to the side. So I'm doing my little glute action. I'm going to stay with our high plank. You can always come down to your forearm plank if you need to. We're going in 3, 2, lengthening into our plank. Knee comes in, out to the side, and back out again. Five seconds. We've got that little pike. And drop to the knees. Just come to the forearms. Plate is still on. We're going to take it out. Leg lifts. Come in. Pike up. So I'm bringing my core in, bringing my chin in. And pike. Got that side plank next. Okay, coming down, up into our arm and sweep. Now, if it's too much having your wrist up, feel free to come down on the forearm. Trying to stay stable through the hips, open forwards. And then we've got that bridge next. 10 seconds. Almost there. 5, 3, 2, and I'm coming down. Heel on my slider, bridge up, and glide that leg out and bring it back. Last time on this side for these moves. And we get to do it all over again on the other side. But we've only got 2 more sets of work to go. And down. Bring the hands behind. And we thrust up into our reverse table. Leg out. Drag it back. Ooh, lost it. Come on. And down. So squeezing my glutes and lift. And down. Less than 10 seconds. We can do it. Okay. Switching over to the other side. I'm just going to drag this mat across so I can come around this way. Okay. Right. First move is my right leg, left leg's on the side now. Left leg is on the slider now. We've got that little hydrant plank. Okay, 3, 2, and kick in, side, close, back out. Oh, left my slider. Ten seconds. Okay, coming on to our forearms next. Into our plank. Lift it up. Then slide, drag that knee in. Slide it back out. Lift, drag, and back. Lift, slide. I'm sliving on my standing leg. Lift. Side planks coming up next. Okay, coming round into that side plank, lifting up through the core. Bottom hip is open, pushing forward. You can bring a block under this arm that's down if you need to raise the floor. I'm swinging around, squeezing the glute. 10 seconds. And then into that bridge. Okay, coming down into my bridge, heels on, bridging up, and glide forward and back. So I'm just checking my alignment with my hands, seeing my ribs are down, seeing my hips are level. Almost there, almost there. Okay, let's come into that reverse table. Coming up, little thrust up. Slide out and bring it back. Thrusting up. 15 more seconds here. Keep the chest open when you thrust. I like to look forward just so the back of my neck stays nice and long. Final one. Slide. Bring it back. Oh. Rest. One more set. One more set. Use the slider to try and make the move as glidey as possible when you do it. So try to really think glide, glide, glide. We've got 10 seconds. Fluffy knees. Into that plank. I'm going to bring the timer closer. And let's go. So, slide in. To the side, squeeze that glute. Bring it back. Last time through. We're making it, we're doing it. If we need to take a break, just take one. Pause. Come back in. Beauty of the online workout. And forearms into that plank. Let's lift the leg and pike up, 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 and slide it out long. Lift and pike. Five seconds. 3, 2, And coming up into our side plank, we sweep. Trying to stay as light as possible on this slider without losing it. Keep the lift in your ribs. 2 more exercises. You can celebrate now. You don't need to celebrate later. Celebrate now. Celebrate the win, guys. We're doing this slider workout. I'm completely dripping because London's finally apparently allowing some summer in mid-June. Coming down. Let's get that bridge on the go. 2 more moves here. Bridging up. Out and in. Two. Okay, coming forwards, hands behind. Last move, let's hip thrust. Slide, bring it back. Come on, come on. Doesn't want to slide. And down, thrust, slide. Three, 2, 1. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. I'm going to turn my mat round just for our cool down. And let's knees wide, feet together, come into a child's pose. Reach the arms forward and just stretch out. Breathing into the ribs. Let's come up through all fours, knees together, knees hip distance, and go for some cat-cows, just to stretch through the spine. Sending the spine back and forth, should feel really nice. One more. Just going to come up and take 1 step forwards and take a big lunge into the hip. Going to interlace the hands behind the back here and open up through the chest. Keep trying to sink into the hip. Come forwards, come onto the heel and release the hands. Hands can stay on the hips. Take the hips back so you start feeling a stretch through the hamstring. You come all the way down here if you like. Hands towards the floor. Ooh. Going to take that leg through and come to our pigeon pose. Feel free to do your figure 4 stretch on your back if you prefer, or stand up to do it. Just trying to sink into the hips here. Feels good. Coming up, bring that leg back through. Let's do the other side. Nice big step forward, sinking the hips down, open up through this hip and the top of this quad, top of your thigh, leaning forwards. And interlace the hands again behind the back. Other thumb on top this time, and just reach through, opening through the chest and the arms a little bit. Ooh, tight, tight. Coming up onto that heel. Send the hips back for your hamstring stretch. Take a breath here. And then we're just going to swivel that foot over for our pigeon pose. Whew. Hips are always so tight, aren't they? Ugh. Coming up, we're just gonna walk back, wheel up through the spine and get the quads in standing. So I'm gonna just come over to the wall and hold on. Open up the quads, foot to bum, chest open. Well done. That slow burn, in that slow, sort of flowy, constant time under tension for how long? For 2 minutes. It's quite something. Okay, release that foot down. Interlace the hands, bring them up overhead. Just stretch over to one side, stretching all of our obliques after all that work, and we'll come up and over to the other side. Reaching out of the top of the head, come back through. Circle the arms around a few times. And we are done. That was our lower body core and glutes slider workout. We absolutely smashed it.